Hey guys, it's your girl Chiana, but you can call me Chi, and welcome to Chi World Tour, my travel channel. I'm so happy that you guys tuned in today. I am going to be talking about what went down in Bali. Okay, so this is one of my story times. If you're new to my channel, I offer tips and tricks, and I'm all about affordable adventures and endless possibilities. It's about limitless horizons and exploring on a budget. I'm all about saving you some coin. I don't want you out here traveling and breaking the bank. You got to enjoy life on a budget. So let's talk about Bali. So I went to Bali as a solo traveler, but I did sign up for a group tour through a company called Intro Travel. Now, Intro Travel is phenomenal. I highly recommend them. Definitely check them out. The tours have doubled in price since I went because I'm all about doing things affordably. So when I booked it, the trip was only $800 for 10 days, and it included all of your accommodations. It included most of your meals. It included any of your travel, local travel. It included all your excursions. So that was an amazing deal because it was less than $100 a day. And of course, your girl going to use Skyscanner, try to get those cheap flights to get over there. Always be checking that before I book anything. I check the flights on Skyscanner. Anyway, so I was enjoying the time. I met the people. The people were great. We were having an amazing time in Bali. We were traveling around and enjoying the food, and your girl likes to eat. Okay, so at this point, we get to a place where we're about to go to Gili Tranwagon. Okay, Gili Tranwagon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Listen, it's right between Lombok and Bali. So you go to this island. It's like a 3-hour ferry boat ride. The ride is hot. It is hot. Okay. I got this water from a convenience store, and I bought it, and I went on the ferry, and we were actually all sitting on the top deck. I don't know if that was a cheap place to sit or they just wanted us to have some views, but when I tell you it's hot, the only time we got a break is when we got hit by this salty water at freezing temperatures, hit by this salty water on this 3-hour ferry ride. It was a really long ride, but we had water. I realized my water was really warm, and I didn't even think my cap was that secure. It's hot. I'm thirsty. I'm not really paying attention to it. And then when we get to this place, there's no transportation. It's a very small little island. There's the transportation is horse and buggy. So there's no cars or motorized vehicles, no dirt bikes. It's horse and buggy. It's a very small ecosystem there. So we're on this small island and we stop at an ice cream stand. I don't think anything of it. I get the ice cream. I really enjoy it. Later on, we eat dinner, and I decide to get, we have meat and veggies, and I decide to also get a side salad. No big deal. Side salad was wet. You can tell it was rinsed off. Like, that's good. I rinsed my salad off. Here's the thing, right? You do not want to consume anything that's it uses their regular water in some of these other countries, right? If it's not boiled water, filtered water, this water can be really contaminated and it can be really bad for you. I wasn't thinking that. The ice cream was a red flag. That bottled water with that broken cap that I wasn't paying attention to when I bought it, red flag. The wet salad, red flag. That night, I became extremely ill, and I wasn't the only one. There was a new tour guide that was in training that was also extremely ill. So we both became really violently sick. And I mean, I was throwing up nonstop. Like, I could not keep anything down. I had a completely upset stomach. I could barely get out of bed. And I was ill for 3 straight days. And the tour guide in training was ill longer than I was. So he might have ate more ice cream than me, or he had 2 salads. I don't know. But we were both violently ill. And for 3 days, I was down. I didn't eat anything. The main tour guide came in and gave me some medicine for basically Bali belly. You know, if you know, you know. He gave me some medicine to help calm down my stomach or whatever. And he even thought about taking me to the doctor, but then let me know that on this small little island that the doctors there really couldn't do anything for me, that they really couldn't help me, that they weren't set up so that they could be of any real assistance. I would need to go back to the mainland to really be able to get any type of true medical attention. This is a tip that I want all of you guys to really take seriously. When you're traveling to other countries, you need to have travel insurance. There are so many cases and stories where things happen to people. It could be a fire, it could be an explosion, it can be so many different things. It could be a fall. You're zip lining and something happens and you break a leg, and you have to come normally out of your pocket with thousands of dollars. Most of these hospitals won't even see you unless they can charge your credit card $5,000 up front. Yes, you heard me correctly. $5,000 up front to see you. And if you need a surgery, another $5,000 for that. You need to have travel insurance to ensure that you can get a medical evac if needed, so that you can get home to your family. Like, some people get stuck. There have been cases where some people get stuck with injuries in other countries. There have been cases where people jump into the water and they break their backs. And those are really expensive. Surgeries, there's really expensive. And sometimes you even need thousands of dollars for them to allow you to get into an ambulance, or someone to sign to say that they're going to pay as soon as you arrive at the hospital and pay the ambulance. They like their money up front. So it's really important that you get travel insurance. Anyway, after 3 days of not eating, I lost weight. I lost like several pounds when I was in Bali, because even after I started eating, I could only eat a real little bit. I had just started walking around on my own. So I did miss 3 days of excursions and adventures and a lot of fun on Gili Tram Wagon. So I really need to get back there. But you want to eat cooked food and make sure your water is real bottled water with a sealed cap. Don't eat the salad. Don't eat the fruit that's rinsed in the water. You want to be able to clean things thoroughly yourself, and try to eat really hot, well prepared food so that you don't get sick. But I'm just so happy that I did go, that I did have the experience, that I made it through it, that I did have travel insurance just in case. And yeah, guys, just stick with me. I recommend World Nomads for travel insurance. This is not a sponsored video. They really will show up for you. I remember when I had to cancel a flight at the last minute, and I called them, was like, "Oh, I got to cancel my flight," and they were like, "Oh, let us get you your money back for your flight, and we'll reimburse you. And you can file a claim this way." And they are so helpful. They make things so easy. So I highly recommend World Nomads if you're looking for travel insurance. But yeah, I'm so happy you guys tuned into this video to find out what happened to me in Bali, because Bali belly is not fun. This is definitely not a sexy video. Went down in Bali, it was not okay. Anyway, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Okay, so definitely stick around. See you in my next video.